Okay guys, so we started working on the forecheck and I just thought I'd make a little animation to help clarify a few things for you. So what I've done is I've created an animation with on this side of the ice where it's the wrong way to forecheck. And this is sort of what I've been seeing in our games, not just by us but by the teams we've played against. And it's a mistake. It's the wrong way to do it. And I want to show it to you so you understand why. And then on this side of the ice, I've shown you how I want you guys to properly forecheck, okay? So this is what we need to work towards, okay? So let's watch this forecheck. And I want you to notice, first things that I've been seeing in our games is that all three forwards tend to move very slowly in the direction of the puck, kind of like this, okay? So that ain't good, and I'll show you why in just a second. I'll show you the problem with that. But basically, all three tend to move directly at the puck carrier. They tend to move fairly slowly. So the more time it takes you to get there, the more time this person has to look up and make a play. And the more time you have, the better chances are you're going to make the right play. The other thing I see is a lot of time this forward skates straight at the guy with the puck. Now the problem when you do that is it makes it so this player can go either to the left or to the right. And you want to try to channel the player into small ice. Okay, so let's see how it works out. So you see all three forwards continue to move in. Now look how easy it is to break out the puck. As those three forwards move in, all you got to do is tap it off the boards and that winger is gone for a breakout. So easy, right? And not only that, but these three forwards have a long way to skate back to try to catch these three forwards. So that's the wrong way to go, where you have all three forwards going together. What you want to do is you want to layer your forecheck, which is what we're doing over here. Okay, and in the layer, as you guys know, there's three roles. There's the F1, F2, and F3 role. The F1 is always the closest forward to the puck, and their job is to attack, to get there quickly, to take away time of the puck carrier, okay? F2's job is to basically support F1 by moving into position on the strong side of the ice relatively close to the boards. F3's job is to take away the center of the ice. But what sometimes I see you guys doing is what I see over here, where they move to the front of the net, which is the center of the ice. But there's some problems with doing that. Okay, first, there's a bunch of problems we can talk about in practice. What I want to see you guys is move to the high slot area, okay, up here in the middle. All right, so let's see what that looks like. Just like that. Now, you can see F1 moved very quickly into position, and this is really important. You can see that F1 took a line to the puck that was inside of the defenseman's line. Now that is so important because when you take that line on the inside, you kind of force that defenseman to go wide. And when you force the defenseman to go wide, you take away their ice. Right now, F1 has eliminated all this ice on this side. This big chunk of ice is no longer available to X1. X1 has a very small lane that they can operate in, okay? And that's exactly what we want to do. You guys remember that from angling. We want to take away the inside of the rink. So F1 does a really good job of that. You can see F2 is moved into a support position where they can either, as X1 skates the puck, move in and help take the puck off X1, or if X1 passes to X3, they're in a great position to move in to take X3. And that's exactly what happens. You can see X1 start to skate up the boards. Now look, F1 has done a great job of angling them. Look how small X1's ice is right now. Very, very little space to operate. To make any pass to this center or to this defenseman, they have to pass it through F1, which, as you guys know, is more difficult. The one person they can pass to is X3, but the problem with that is F2 is right there to take X3. Okay, if X3 misses the puck, it's going right to D1, who can take a shot on net. So we're in a really good position. F3's in the high slot. Everybody's in a great spot. And look what happens. X1 is totally pinched off, so they could lose the puck here. But let's say they do manage to pass the puck to X3. Well, there's F2, ready to help on X3. And you're going to have your F1 move in to help. So now all of a sudden, you got a 2-on-1 situation where we're going to have a much higher chance of winning that puck. If you can imagine X3's option, very difficult pass. You know, they can chip it out, which is actually probably the right thing for them to do right now. But you got a defenseman right there, and you got two forwards right on them. And here's the sweet thing. If you have your F3 in the high slot, you win that puck, that's exactly where you're going to go with your pass. If that F3 is down here, chances are that defenseman is going to be glued to their hip. They're going to be right there. They're not going to be open, okay? F3 goes to the high slot. Chances are there's a good chance they're going to be wide open. I want our F3 there. The other advantage of having your F3 there is any cross-ice pass at all to this winger, they're going to be right in the way, okay? So again, let's get a good aggressive F1 taking the inside lane. Let's have our F2, who's the second person closest to the puck, move into a support position on the strong side. And we have F3 taking away the middle of the ice. If we do this, we are really going to limit the other team's time and space. And when you take away time and you take away space, you force turnovers and you score goals. All right? Let's work on it again on Thursday.